everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where this evening, we are on Brandon Nimmo. Watch everybody. He's available. The Blue Jays, quote-unquote, love him. That is news that we're going to get to in this one. There is information and updates from Jon Morossi, who's been lighting the MLB world on fire the last couple weeks, talking about the Blue Jays, talking about Brandon Nimmo, guys. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be here with y'all, kind of going through all the rumors, all of the updates. Yeah, I'm your host, Let's Play A Lot.
I'm your host, Adam Peddle. Nick pretty much said everything there, guys. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe onto this YouTube stream. Welcome, everybody. Kevin, IND, BZ, Baseball, Mark, Andrew, Justin, Canbier. Welcome in, guys. We'll see if Brandon Nimmo signs tonight. Don't know if he will, but the rumors are here, and I think we got to get straight into it,
Let's
folks.
absolutely do that. And everybody who's watching this in the past, or in the future, I guess, if you're rewatching this right now, make sure next time you're here with us live, we're going to clip this down to like 10 or 15 minutes. You're going to miss like a whole other section here where we're just going to be answering your questions and talking to you and doing the whole quote-unquote watch along. So with that being said, let's get to some of this breaking information that we had come out earlier this week. Now, everybody, this is a totally like just free shout out right here, but I've been loving what they're doing right here. Blue Jays Recap on Instagram. Never heard of them before, but they followed us. They followed both Adam and I the other day. They're phenomenal. You definitely want to follow them on Instagram. They made this graphic talking about what Jon Morossi said on the MLB Network earlier today.
Yeah, saying the Toronto Blue Jays are going hard. Going hard, guys.
Going hard in the paint, boy.
They never say going hard. Have you heard Jon Morossi say, yeah, Blue Jays are going hard? Never. Not until today. And these guys are going hard on Brandon Nimmo, along with the Mariners, Giants, and Mets. And that's news. We're starting to get some finalists who are also going hard. But I want to dissect that a little bit. I want to hear what you think. So, the Mariners, Giants, and the Mets. Well, I think the Giants are in here for a reason.
I think they're there for real.
A big reason. Because they were going hard on Aaron Judge, and they did not get Aaron Judge. And you know they got a lot of money. They're going to probably go hard and give this guy, Brandon Nimmo, a lot of money. However, the Mets, we'll get into that in a little bit on why the Mets are not going as hard. But the Mariners, they kind of already got their guy in Teoscar Hernandez. You got Julio Rodriguez in there. It doesn't feel like they're going to be as urgent. I feel like they have a cap in terms of their bidding price. Whereas us and the Giants, and we'll talk about the Mets in a bit, but I think those are the top two.
If I was to power rank right here, like the probability of those four teams, just those four, because you could make arguments that there are other teams involved, but just those four teams, I'm to power rank them. It's like a back and forth swap with Giants and Blue Jays. Agreed. They're definitely 1 and 2. You could make strong arguments for either one. You can make strong arguments from the Giants because they were willing to throw $300 million at Aaron Judge. You can make strong arguments at the Blue Jays because they've come out and literally said, it's like, we need that left-handed bat. We want to pay for him so bad. We're interested in Brandon Nimmo.
And we can't trade away Teoscar Hernandez and not have a legitimate replacement.
Exactly, right. So I think those are definitely the power rankings #1 right there. And then there's honestly like a pretty steep fall off. And then you have the Mariners and the Mets kind of in their own separate tier of like, we're here, we're ready for it, but only if the price is right. And I think with the Giants and the Blue Jays in the mix, the price might not be right for those teams.
And look, the Mets spend a lot of money, but they already have almost $300 million committed. I think it was like $298. I forget the exact dollar.
JV's an expensive boy.
Exactly. And look, you're gonna spend like $25 million. We'll get into the contract later, but like it's around that $20-25 per year. Look, I know Steve Cohen's like pretty freaking rich. But is he gonna be that rich and that crazy? Look, I want to bring up the Mets right here. We got some news coming up from GENY Mets report saying news according to this guy that the Mets aren't overly optimistic that they'll re-sign Brandon Nimmo. I think it's just straight up because, look, we have now a cap of how much we're willing to pay for Brandon Nimmo. And I truly think, like we said, I think the Giants and the Blue Jays surpass that cap.
I agree, dude. Can I see this for 1 second? Because I actually saw, I don't know if it's up here, but I saw Wardy. Wardy had, we look up Wardy because he responded to this tweet and he actually had a little bit of insight. Shout out to Wardy NYM, guys. He's a great, New York Mets YouTuber as well. We've been with him before. But he was coming out here and basically saying the same thing that we are right now, that it's like they are not going to be able to spend the money for a guy like Brandon Nimmo. There it is. Listen, I get that Nimmo's market is ridiculously huge and overpriced, but the reality is that there's no feasible replacements unless New York Mets gets damn creative with things. Could they? Yes, it's possible, but I truly don't know what they'll be. I'm going to be crushed if Nimmo leaves. But I think that that first two sentences there saying that his market is really high and overpriced, and there's no feasible replacements, that actually works in our favor. Because from a Blue Jays standpoint, we have the money, we're willing to spend it, and if there's no feasible replacements, guys, I don't think that the management can sell to the fan base. We're going to ship off Teoscar Hernandez and bring in a shiny new Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think the fan base is going to be okay with that, man.
Exactly. Look, I think number one priority for the Blue Jays is pitching, but this has got to be a right there number two. You've got to get Brandon Nimmo. There are like other guys. The only other guys like really an Andrew Benintendi that could be competitive for that left-handed bat in the outfield. And the Blue Jays, look, they love Brandon Nimmo. They came out and said that they love him, and it could wind up being a 6-year deal. We have another outfielder who came over to the Blue Jays a couple years ago on a 6-year deal. That is George Springer for $150 million. Do you think it's going to be about the same, 150, or is it going to be more for someone like Brandon Nimmo?
Brandon Nimmo is a really interesting case, guys. George Springer came with the, for lack of a better term, freaking sex appeal, everybody. Like, he was quote-unquote sexy. He monopolized the market, too. He was the Aaron Judge, you could argue, of that class, right? Now, Brandon Nimmo was not the Aaron Judge. Also, shout out to Rahul. We will get to your donation in just 1 second, dude. He's not the Aaron Judge. He wasn't the Aaron Judge, but he's definitely kind of becoming the top bat nowadays. I don't know if he's quite worth the George Springer money, because I don't know if Brandon Nimmo has the same ceiling that George Springer ever had. But I think that you could argue that Brandon Nimmo's floor is just as high, if not higher, than what George Springer's was. So it's a really interesting one right there.
Yeah, and you also got to account for inflation too, right? The 150 that we paid George Springer is worth less now, and I think Brandon Nimmo should probably garner around that 150, maybe even $160 range, because there is going to be competition. The Giants desperately want to try and get back into a competitive now window. And Brandon Nimmo's numbers through his career are really solid. An 827 OPS, great defender in the outfield. That's also a huge thing, right? He had a 5 WAR last year, and he had a 580 at bats. And that's probably the most ABs he's had in his career, because he deals with a lot of injury, right? You are going to be buying on that, and so did George Springer. That's also why George Springer probably didn't get ungodly amounts of money, and they're around the same age. So I do think 6 years makes sense, and it makes sense for George Springer too. If we want to kind of recycle that George Springer center fielder, athletic guy in the outfield who can also hit with a good bat, that's Brandon Nimmo. I like it. I'm down for it.
Yeah, he's 29 years old too, so he definitely has time. Now, the injury is concerning to me, because we could see ourselves walk into a position where, you know, it is June right now, and George Springer has been on and off the IR all season long, and whoa, there goes Brandon Nimmo. He's gone for 6 weeks, and then it's like, holy crap, there is, you know, $300 total million just not playing for us at all. But at the end of the day, I would rather, you know, throw that dart, walk down that potentially scary avenue than the guarantee of, oh, shit, there's Bradley Zimmer.
Bradley
Zimmer, it's like, or whoever that is, you know?
Look, we do have Whit Merrifield, and I think we always forget about him, but, like, he's got to be the fourth outfielder on this team. Like, we need stars. We had a star in Teoscar Hernandez. If we can get Brandon Nimmo, pay the dollars, it's like Tio never left. Right? Tio basically had the same, actually, I think they had very identical OPS pluses.
Yes.
And plus, you're getting an elite defense. And part of Ross Atkins, it said in an interview today, we were kind of watching it before, he mentioned that it's all about run prevention. Not only are you getting that bat back, but you are preventing runs in the outfield. Move George Springer in his latter half of the career over to right field. And put Nimmo in center and have them hopefully healthy. And if not, you got Whit Merrifield.
Agreed.
So, let's get it. I don't care what kind of money.
And honestly, too, guys, like, you know, he had 580 ABs last year. That's about as healthy as you can get in 100%. Baseball. Like, that is pretty much as good as you can do. He scored over 100 runs. You know, like, I know that, like, sometimes we get really caught up in the slash line of things, but just from a sheer production standpoint, over 102 times, this guy ran around all the bases and made it home and got on the board for his team. That's definitely good, and it means that we can put him in the top of the order if we want,
100%.
I actually have no idea where a Brandon Nimmo would bat. It would really shake things up.
Right.
Is he the 2-hitter now for the Blue Jays?
Could be.
I could really
Oh, yeah.
be,
I
right?
could easily see George, Nimmo, right? And then you've got your Vlad, you've got your Bo, you've got your
Curve now,
right? And then everyone can follow. You got your Matt Chapman. That would make a lot of sense to me.
I agree, dude. Like, this could be the future 2-hole hitter for the Toronto Blue Jays,
right, left, right.
based
like
on the stats right there. Like, I think it would work really well. Now, speaking about the exact amount of money that he's going to get, we do have Spot Rack right here. This is a total evaluation, a total shot in the dark, and I actually disagree with what they're saying right here.
No, I agree.
They have just over $100 million. I don't think that's accurate. That's over 5 years. One thing to note, Brandon Nimmo, he's looking for 6 years. That's apparently on the table, and if I was Brandon Nimmo, I would be doing the exact same. I also think that based on inflation, based on the fact that other teams are going to be really gunning for this dude, aka the Giants, I think that this number is probably going to get closer to the 130, 140, maybe even 150 over that time period.
I agree. If you got him, let's say 6 years, and let's say he goes 25, right? 6 years, quick math, that's 150. That's George Springer contract right there.
Yeah.
But I think it could even get close to like 27 and a half. Right, and then you're looking at something quick maths, like a 175 or 165. Yeah, I could see it happening.
I think so. Okay, I feel like 27.5 is a bit rich. I don't know if it's gonna get quite that high. I hope it won't.
I hope it doesn't. But I mean, look, the competition is pretty hectic.
I understand,
right?
And if you look actually at the comparable players right there, literally
There's
number
George
1
Springer.
is George Springer directly off the top there. So we could see a contract extremely similar to George Springer there for Brandon Nimmo.
And you have a point. I mean, George Springer, what was he in Houston, right? World Series champion. Shout out to Bethany.
We will get to all your questions after we're finished this segment, guys.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much for the donos.
Thank you. Yeah, because look, you were getting a World Series champion, a World Series MVP. You were getting a leader of a team, and he did have much better numbers than Brandon Nimmo's career. And you also have the injuries coming on. But yeah, 6 years, 150. Whereas now with inflation, I think you could probably chalk up the exact same deal.
I think so. I think honestly that could happen.
Yeah.
Guys, we are going to continue on Twitter right now, taking a look at what is going on, doing this watch with you guys, and following along the news as it happens, as well as breaking down everything else free agency and trade related with the Blue Jays and with MLB. If you are still watching us right now, then stick with us, guys, because we're going to do all that. But if you're rewatching this right now, then please hit the like, smash the subscribe button, and let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about this Brandon Nimmo news? Everything that's going down right now. When is he going to sign? It feels like that is heating up. And definitely make sure to turn on post notifications so you can be here next time live and you don't miss out on the next part of the content.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Go
Jays, go!
All right, everybody. We are going to get to a lot more news, rumors, updates, everything. But we do need to get to those super chats, guys. Rahul with the first one, $5 dono saying, mystery team for Nimmo, Rockies, Seattle. I don't see the Jays getting Nimmo. Realistically, Andrew Benintendi, Brantley, Conforto. I want Rodon so bad. So a perfect world for me, and I'll ask Adam this, right? If you could go Rodon, and actually we played this game before. If it's Rodon and if it's Brantley, you have that off season.
That's your combo.
And then alternatively you go Nimmo, and at this point I don't even know who the comparable would be.
Syndergaard,
like something like that. But either way, if it comes down to Rodon or Nimmo, I do go the Rodon route. That's basically what it boils down to.
Right, but right now it's like, okay, well, if they're fixated on Brandon Nimmo, I can't say no. I'm not going to be begging. Let's get them both. Let's get them both.
100%.
Why don't we do that, guys?
If we get them both, then I do think that the Blue Jays win off season. Maybe not. Like, there's been a lot of good ones so far.
But pretty up there.
But we'd be really close, right?
Yeah.
And I will say, just to piggyback on this Rodon conversation right now, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how they win the offseason. If you are capable of re-signing Anthony Rizzo, re-signing Aaron Judge, and then also
Rodon.
Signing
it's like they don't even
Rodon,
need him, bro.
You don't need him.
Why do you need this man?
You don't need him. And I honestly, at that point, guys, like, as much as I love the Toronto Blue Jays, like, fuck the 162 games. Like, let's just hand them the division right now and lock it in. We need to go play for first wild card. Because with that rotation, it's done.
I agree. And then we got another super chat right here from Bethany. saying, love the content, boys. What if we go for Nimmo plus Conforto? That solves the lefty problem, and trade Jansen for a starter and mid-tier reliever. Interesting. So we get 2 outfielders, right? We got our Nimmo, we got our Conforto. Yeah, my thing is, where would you put Conforto? Or you split time with Lourdes Gurriel?
Yeah, and I just don't see that necessarily happening. I feel like Michael Conforto and Brandon Nimmo, even though Michael Conforto is a year removed, they both deserve to be starters on a team.
Yeah.
You know, and if I'm honestly Michael Conforto too, unless we play him stupid money, I want to go to a team where I can start. If I'm Michael Conforto, I'm about to sign a 1-year deal on a kind of relatively crap ball club right now where I get to bat 4th and I can put up, 80 RBIs and 80 runs and then get paid, right?
Right.
I don't necessarily think that we're in on Conforto. I feel like Brandon Nimmo makes a lot more sense. If you wanted to throw him on for an additional $8 million, then Bob's your uncle. I'm about it. But
I mean, if worst case scenario we do get a Conforto, I mean, that's fine as like a filler 1 year because we know how good he can be. Like, where is the news on Conforto? Where is he?
So I did actually.
Have you seen?
I saw something a few weeks ago. I saw something a few weeks ago. And now I'll be honest, guys, I'm sorry, I kind of forget who was in on him. But it was his name and then a few teams checking up on him. And that was that. And then nothing since. Like, radio silence ever since. So, that was the Michael Conforto news, everybody. Big Michael Conforto update. We don't know what's going on with Conforto.
That's ridiculous. All right. Well, all right. So, thank you guys for the super chats. We're going to take a look at Twitter right now so we guys can... we can watch along and see what's happening. But right now...
If you guys have any questions, great opportunity to ask them. All capital letters. And also, too, guys, if you haven't already liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, folks, I cannot stress to you enough how much subscribing would mean to the boys. We post daily MLB content. We're trying to get to 11,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I promise you guys won't regret it if you like Blue Jays news and if you like MLB content.
Bro, okay, so we haven't even talked about this because we woke up this morning to this news about the whole Xander Bogaerts. Damn, that was an overpay. That was insane. 11 years? 11 years.
Yeah.
Like, I think the average annual value makes sense.
Yeah.
But 11 years?
Yeah. Has it been released, like, what the structure of the contract is?
I assume not.
Has it? Yeah, because maybe it works out good. Maybe it works out good.
Hello? Oh, here we go. We're back. Wow, sorry guys. We literally no idea how that happened. No idea how that happened.
Total tech issue, folks. Yeah, not sure. I'm gonna keep my. There we go. Okay, we are back now. We are back. No, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Thank you for calling that out, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling that out, Jordan N. This is my second beer, man. Chill. It's been
What'd
a long.
What'd he say?
It's like, how many beers you had, Nick? It's my second. It's been a long work week, Jordan N. Okay, it's been a long work week, big man. So give me a break.
Yeah.
But we basically, for you guys who missed out on that, apologies for the audio clip. But we're basically lamenting about the fact that 11 years is insane.
It's an insane amount of money.
And I struggle to comprehend how the San Diego Padres are going to be capable capable of signing back potentially their best player on their team.
Oh, they're not signing back
Juan
Juan Soto.
Soto.
They're not signing. There's no fucking
You think
way.
it's impossible now, eh?
Like, how? Like, are you just like? This is why baseball's messed up. Like, how can you possibly do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you signed Joe Musgrove too.
And I like Joe Musgrove's contract. Don't get me wrong. I really like that contract.
And look, Juan Soto's not even here because he's in ARB years, but and Bogarts isn't even here. But damn, dude.
Do you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? And I actually shout out to Ball Cap Sports on this one, guys. Like, I have to shout out Jimmy here. Click on Manny Machado.
Yeah.
Click on Manny Machado. Now look at his contract here, everybody. Look at his contract. He actually has a player. He's got an opt-out. He's got an opt-out after this year, so he can get out of it.
I feel like 32 is still pretty good for what he's
doing. It's crazy, but what about on this market? He's going to be 31 years old. Manny Machado just put up a crazy year. Is it possible that he opts out of his deal and gets more money? It's you know what? I saw Ballcap say that. At first, I said the same thing as you. I was like, that's crazy. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, maybe not.
I don't like. Okay, it all depends how if he puts up an Aaron Judge year, then yes. Yeah. But like if he puts up a mid 800 OPS like he usually has been doing for the last couple of years, and no, like 32 is that's still a good amount for what he's doing.
True.
You know,
no, I agree with you. I think it's still phenomenal, but there's an option. It's possible, you know.
I mean, like, are you seeing all these 30-year-olds getting?
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's like literally the same age as Xander Bogaerts, and like he could just get 280 million.
Wait, what's going on, guys? Tom? No.
No.
Oh, okay, good. I was I'm about to freak out.
Also, shout out to Owen right here for saying you guys should do a different channel called Beer Today and review different types of beer and alcohol. Bro, I'll tell you right now, we would absolutely love that. But that's why you guys need to subscribe. We actually had a subscriber pop up. I totally missed it. But please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Once we get to a certain number, guys, it's go time on the YouTube.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want, man.
And we could have the time to do that. I promise you.
Yeah.
I would love to film those videos.
Right? For real, man.
Big question coming in here from Inked Rail saying, with everything we've seen so far this offseason, who do you give the win to so far? And honestly, guys, I think that's a video that we have to make, coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
We still have a lot of dominoes to fall, but where do you have the W going right now?
I've got two teams. I've got the Mets, and I've got the Rangers. Those are two teams that are and Phillies. Phillies, I got. Those are three teams.
No W to the Yankees for getting back both their guys.
Yeah, that's a solid W, but like I think those teams did quite a lot. You know, like Rangers basically turned themselves into a competitive team. You know, they basically turned themselves into a competitive team. Mets were losing everybody, and then they got everybody back. Like, and they got their replacements.
Different guys,
but they got different guys in replacement. Yankees did what they needed to do. They did what they needed to do.
See, I would argue, like, I'm not going to give you too much pushback on this, but I'd argue that the Mets, like, the one piece that the Mets are still missing is that Brandon Nimmo replacement.
Right.
That's the one thing, because they dealt with their pitching, you're right. Like, they got their DeGrom replacement. They got their potential Bassett replacement, right? Because who did they sign? Was it Quintana?
Quintana?
Yeah, they got Quintana right there. And then they also got JV, which is, like, solid guys right there. But I still think I need to see from them. If it's not Nimmo, please don't be Nimmo, because I want Nimmo. But, like, if they were to go out and they get Andrew Benintendi, then it's like, okay, you filled all your holes again. You should be, you know, a 100-win team. I like the Yankees a lot because what the Yankees have done so far is they basically re-signed the hardest free agent to re-sign. And even though I don't necessarily like his deal, I still, like, I think it's an overpay.
Yeah, definitely.
But you kept your fans happy, and I think that the Yankees just don't care about the money, especially if they're still on Carlos Rodon. So, like, honestly, like, I got a game respects game. Like, it was tough.
Yeah, and I think if I'm gonna choose one, just right here, I'm gonna go with the Rangers, just because, like,
honestly, maybe me too.
They just did it. Like, if you look at, and they made trades that we forgot about. Yeah. Right. They made the trade. Who was it for? I forget the one pitcher. But it's like in the bottom part of the rotation, but it's still good. Yeah. They did it. Yes. They're competitive.
No, the Rangers have absolutely turned their franchise completely upside down. I'm still not totally convinced that they're going to be a good team.
Bullpen.
Well, and also
the lineup's not bad.
It's not just the bullpen for me. It's also the fact that, like, and I know that every sport is different, but this team feels bought. This team,
it is bought.
Yeah, it literally
it's completely
bought, you know. and I think that they might put up good individual years. Like, you're gonna have players put up good individual stats. I don't know if it's actually gonna translate to wins though. Yeah. So that's one thing. Adam is looking at the Carlos Rodon news right here.
it's just trending right now. Nothing's really going, but yeah. Apparently, Rogers, you gotta sign these guys, or else Mike ain't paying his bill, ain't paying his fucking internet.
Yeah, I do agree. Oh, actually, can you scroll up for 1 second? One more. There, right there. So this is a good tweet I saw earlier today. Now, this guy isn't like, he does have the blue check mark. He's not super reputable, but he does know what he's talking about. And here are basically all of the remaining free agents of interest.
Yeah, and I actually wrote a video room script today, and it depends on what the next couple days lead to, whether I'm going to do it or not. But yeah, like, basically saying everyone's really upset, like, we didn't do anything. Well, who are the guys who left during this whole winter meetings? The top guys.
Yes.
That we probably weren't going to get anyways. That, like, we're just not going to be able to compete in that market. And then some guys that, if you really look close enough, they're kind of inconsistent. And a lot of these lower teams are like, well, let me just grab them right now because I got nothing to lose.
Right.
Whereas the Blue Jays, we have something to lose. If you look at the starting pitching market, Syndergaard, he's been injured, but, like, not a bad return, and we know what he's done in the past.
I'd actually be okay with
I'd be okay with the Syndergaard. You know what you're going to get, right? Carlos Rodon, of course you know what you're going to get. Bassett, you know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Stripling, you know what you're going to get.
Well,
I think at this point
I'm feeling better about Stripling. I'm feeling better.
Right?
I'm still not convinced 100%. Depends on the money for Stripling.
Right. Whereas when you got Heaney, like, we really don't know what we're gonna get here. Walker, up and down years his whole career, right? It's like those guys, those other teams, we'll just grab them right now. We'll see what we can get from them. Whereas, like, I think the Blue Jays are eyeing consistency, reliability, because you don't want to bring in these guys, pay them lots of money, and then have them suck like a Yusei Kikuchi, right? So I'm okay. Obviously, I'm not, like, happy we didn't make any moves. I'm happy. I'm pretty upset that we didn't make any moves. I wish we would have caught some guys, but I see what they're doing. They want the reliability.
Yeah, no, I think that they have their guys that they're definitely interested in, and they're going to pull the trigger when the time comes. I think, though, that, and I understand, I think that both Adam and I are feeling the anxiety a little bit, because it really is like well, if you do miss out on some of these guys, then there are no other options, right? Because some of those higher ceiling, lower floor guys that some of the lower teams went, they're already gone. So because of all the fact that all those guys are gone, and because the big names are gone, there's nothing left to fall back on. And I made like a video room yesterday, basically discussing the fact that because the St. Louis Cardinals signed Wilson Contreras, that's a big kind of issue for us when it comes to the catching trade market, because the four teams that were apparently very close to trading for Sean Murphy, a pretty comparable guy to our guys, were the Cardinals, were the Rays, who we're never trading Moreno to, were the Boston Red Sox, we're not trading to, and then the Guardians, who we're absolutely interested in, but that's only one team, right? So I think that we need to definitely see... We need to see some moves happen with these guys here. We cannot have any of these guys start flying off the board quickly.
Honestly, I could see a reality where we don't trade a catcher this offseason and we wait for the deadline until some more suitors open up.
That's the thing. Now that the Cardinals, I think that the fact, like, we needed Wilson Contreras to go to a different team.
Yeah.
Like, because the Cardinals were such a good instigator for us, right? You had the Cardinals and you had the Guardians. If Wilson Contreras was to sign back with the Cubs or to go to some other, I don't even care, like a crap team or something like that, the Pirates go crazy or whatever, that's good for us, because that just means it's like the best guy. Like, you're not going to find a Danny Jansen anywhere else now, right? It's like it really did hurt us to have him go there.
I agree, but we'll see. I mean, hey, if we don't trade a catcher, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, actually, in that Ross interview, we didn't get to it. But at the end there, he says, because they bring up, like, and you're looking to trade a catcher. And Ross says, well, we don't have to trade a catcher.
Right.
We don't want to get rid of good players.
Right.
So he's like, to me, that sounds like, well, if it's not there, we're not going to force it. We're gonna wait.
And honestly, that's like what I was saying at the end of my thing yesterday. I was like, we shouldn't force it because these guys are so valuable. But to help us from, like, getting to the place where we don't need to force it, we have to sign some of these guys.
We do need to sign
like
some.
that's basically what it boils down to, is like, we don't want to force the trade, and because we don't want to force the trade, we do need to sign some of these dudes. 330 people in here right now, guys. Please, if you haven't already liked or subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, folks. On the road to 11,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I really want to get there, guys. We wanted to get to 10K, and then the goal obviously shifted to 11K. So shout out for 10K, but like, let's, 11
let's go.
now.
And if you haven't,
I want 11.
And if you haven't subscribed, guys, we see about 60% of you are not subscribed right now in the last like month for us. So guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can comment our chat. Just talk with the other Blue Jay fans and MLB fans. It's a lot of dope.
Also, join our fucking Discord, eh?
Yeah. Oh my.
Like, for real, there's 330 people in here right now. Like, you know what? I'm gonna
let me look. Let me make sure it's here.
Is the link there?
I'm pretty sure, unless it didn't show up on this live stream. Yeah, it's in the description. The Discord is in the description.
The link is literally in our description. Everybody, join the Discord.
It's
you
jokes.
want to be part of it.
I love the Discord. It pops off all the time.
You want to be part of that Discord. We got a super chat. I don't know where it was.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Rule, shout out Rule, $2 donation saying Jay should trade Jano Martinez to Tigers for Soto. And I mean, look, the Tigers already shipped off one of their relief pitchers, so maybe they want to ship off more. I don't know. And that's also another thing. It's like, do they want to continue to ship off more or just trim off the edges? That's
I kind of, I'll be honest, Rahul, I disagree with that trade. My mentality has shifted now. I love bullpen. I always want more bullpen, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm actually totally okay with walking into this next season with the current bullpen roster that we have, assuming that Nate Pearson is going to be part of it. And if we get a starter, assuming that Mitch White is going to be forced into that pen, right? Like, I am going to be okay with doing that. That's going to be fine with me. So
I probably want like one more guy for insurance.
For depth would be nice.
Injuries, underperformances, like it happens all the time. And did we get another one?
We did.
Yo!
And it's actually no.
No, what?
Rahul with a $2 donation? No way. No way. Russell.
No.
Did Nimmo?
No.
No.
Fuck, man.
No.
You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh gosh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, well, 8 year 162.
Oh god.
No, man.
God. Oh
well,
no.
Well, what the hell?
Okay.
I don't even know what. Well, okay. I don't even know what to say about this. Wow. Fuck, man.
Oh, I don't even know how to title this video anymore. My god. Oh my god.
Blue Jays do not. I don't know. Mets sign Brandon Nimmo.
Oh my god. Oh my god, everybody. This is really not good.
Wow.
We're getting into panic mode, I think. We're getting into panic mode.
Now it's literally just Andrew Benintendi on the free agent market.
Oh,
That's it. That's it, bro.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I don't even know. I'm just yelling.
I didn't want this.
I don't know why this happened tonight, bro.
I didn't want this right now.
Why did this happen tonight?
Oh.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change the thumbnail. I'm gonna put a. Guys, I'm going into our files and I'm finding a Mets. Where is our logo? I can't even think right now. I can't even think. We'll get to our reaction. This is our reaction.
I hate
This is our
it.
reaction.
Oh, guys, I'm typing out a new title right now.
I'm getting the Mets logo and I'm replacing it with the Blue Jays logo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Drop shadow. Gonna just move that over there. And Nimmo to the Mets. I'm not gonna have time to change your reaction. You're just gonna be like, ooh, cool.
Wow. Okay, everybody. Okay, this is not good.
Wow.
I'm so sick of this.
Why aren't we getting any free agents?
Literally.
Where are the free agents?
Yeah, I think it's time to start hitting the panic mode a little bit.
What I say, as soon as if we don't get Rodon or Nimmo, I'm gonna start freaking out.
Oh god.
All right, changing the thumbnail.
Jägermeister Canada presents.
Here we go. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
I'm so done. I'm so fucking done, dude. Like, what even is this off-season, guys?
We better get Rodon.
Like, literally,
we better get Rodon.
That's
bro.
it now.
We need pitching
That's
galore.
actually it,
we need
man.
pitching galore.
I'm so tilted right now.
We need pitching galore.
Like, I'm actually tilted. I can't even see what you guys are saying because I've been editing this entire time. I'm literally so tilted.
We'll
right
get
now.
to your stuff, guys.
I'm so tilted. Okay. I can't even get over this. Wow, I'm
adding
tilted.
an outer glow. Fuck you,
so
Ross.
tilted,
Where
man.
are you, bro?
We're literally watching as Adam is making this. I'm gonna look at this guy.
Oh, are you guys?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There you go.
How did this happen? How did this happen, man?
Bro.
I didn't want this tonight, everybody.
No. I wanted. Well, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna be because they go to the Blue Jays. Yeah, look at these thumbnails, folks. There you go. Bam.
You're looking at our back end, right?
Yeah, you get to see it, bro.
Okay, everybody.
Right.
Let's give the reactions now. Like, I feel like I've been giving it.
Yeah. Okay. So our reactions, we fucking hate it.
I don't like. I actually. Okay. Let's try to. I can't. I can't.
Okay. Well, we lose. We're losers. We're losers. We are losers. We traded Teoscar Hernandez for a bullpen guy and a prospect, but who's going to replace him?
We will now, unless we trade for Brian Reynolds, which is unlikely, we will now not be able to replicate Teoscar Hernandez's production.
Dude, we were just saying earlier, there's no way the Mets do it because they are going to go over $300 million. They got all these pitchers. They got JV. No. They don't care.
It's a different game.
They don't care.
It's a different game for the New York Mets than everybody else. Everybody is playing one game. We're playing our own fucking separate game over here on like a difficulty that's pretty high. They're playing on rookie mode right now. They're playing on easy, man. Like,
guys,
it's just like, I don't understand. What do you need to see in a player, right? Like, and I get it. We're gonna get to the contract. We're gonna get to what it is. Like, should the Blue Jays do it? Like, I don't know if I would have spent that fucking money.
Bro, and the contract on AAV is actually kind of nice.
Pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice.
How much is that?
Look, everybody, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'll do the math right now on my freaking calculator.
I'll do it right here.
I'm gonna do the math on
divided by
my
8.
calculator.
Right here. 20 million. Bro, we were saying 25 to 30.
I'm so done. I'm so done, man. I'm actually so done.
Bro!
I'm so done, man. Jordan, no, it's way too long. I hear you, dude.
It is long.
It's long, but I feel like he's gonna be 38. Like that, maybe that's not even bad.
Dude, George is gonna be like 36, 37. Bro.
I'll be honest. This is just, it's dumb. It's dumb. What did we do?
Where were we?
Okay, you know what?
Well, maybe you wanted to sign back with the Mets. Maybe that was his thing.
Here's the thing, guys. I'm sure that there are some Mets fans coming in who now... What?
Mets also signed David Robertson!
Oh, my
Why are they signing people?
Oh,
this is not fair, man!
Oh, my God. I need to get another fucking beer. I'm so
Are you fucking
I'm
joking?
so tilted right now.
Why are the Mets doing this? Why are they doing this? This is not fair, man. They got Nimmo, they got Robertson, they got Quintana, they got JV.
Dude, this is why I said it. It was like literally a year and a half ago. I decided I hate the New York Mets. I hate them. I literally hate them.
Enough alcohol.
Dude, it's just like, how do you do this? They're the new Yankees. They're the new Yankees. New York is like New York. And you know what? We're gonna have some New York Mets fans in here. I don't hate you. I'm just tilted right now.
Why do you get everything, bro?
This is my 3 to go back. 3 to go back.
3 to go back.
3 to go back.
Oh, no, we're there.
Okay, we're there right there. Guys, like if you are a Mets fan right here, good job. That's what I gotta say. I gotta say, good job. That's my analysis. Like, GG. The fact that you, man, now we were talking about who's winning the offseason. It's currently you and the Rangers. That's who it is. it's currently you, and it's currently the Rangers.
Wow.
So, like, good job for you, everybody. And it is nice. It is nice. Your team is going to be awesome. Your team is going to be great. Our team, at this point, we're getting to a stage where unless we get Carlos Rodon or unless we trade for Brandon or Brian Reynolds, which is becoming less likely,
so expensive,
which is going to be really tough to do, right? Ridiculous. We are going to be worse than we were this past year. Start letting that sink in, everybody. We're going to be worse next year than we were this past year.
Shout out to Rue, and there was a bunch of donations. Shout out to everyone with the super chats. While we were changing the title, changing the thumbnail, saying, how can we trust Atkins, Shapiros, Raul, and Rogers to pony up the money for Vladdy? We got lucky with Springer because...
Dude, I'm sorry. Okay, I actually saw something as well. Where we're looking at Boston right now. We're looking at Boston. It's totally off topic from the Brandon Nimmo and everything like that right now. But we're looking at Boston and how Boston has not been capable of signing back Xander Bogaerts, and now they can't sign back Rafael Devers. And basically the whole article's point was, if you want to sign back your young players, you need to do it early.
Yes,
because when
because
when they get like a year or 2 years away,
the agents like,
I see dollar signs.
Wait.
Exactly. Like they see dollar. You need to sign them now, everybody. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But like, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Oh no, Boston is our future. I do not want to be the Boston. Man, the collapse of the Blue Jays. All right, I had to do a shot here, so. This is for all the Mets fans. If you're here, this one's for you.
Oh my God.
You won.
Yeah.
You beat us.
You did.
You beat us. Cheers.
You did. Literally, it's like you. This was our last saving grace, everybody. When we made this video, I thought it was gonna be such a chill night, and and I was like, oh, maybe we'll see like 1 or 2 rumors come out, and like we'll be interested. I was like, we're gonna get them. I
thought we were favorites. I was counting the Mets out.
Literally.
Based on, where is it here? This tweet. Oh, no, not that tweet, but it was a tweet about the Mets being out.
Dude, we can't. It's not fair. They're playing a different game.
Tyler.
They're playing a different game, everybody. We got 490 people watching right now. Folks, if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. If you're a new subscriber, your name will pop up, and if it doesn't, then comment it in the chat. We'll give you a big shout out.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to read this out here.
Yeah.
So with all these new signings, their projected opening day payroll sits at $333 million.
Oh my God.
So this would give them a $65 million tax bill at the end of the year, which totals to $398 million for the 2023 season.
I can't imagine.
That's $400 million.
Yeah, that's basically double what the quote unquote like luxury taxes.
There's no
salary cap.
There's no cap, bro.
There's no cap, dude. When you're a billionaire, like Steve Cohen, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Also, shout out to the people that just subscribed. How are we going to fix this? We have to trade for Brian Reynolds. We have to.
We have to trade. We have to, or sign Andrew Benintendi. Look, like, I mean, that actually makes sense. Like, you could sign Andrew Benintendi. He's played in the AL East basically his whole career other than Kansas City.
Here's the thing. Andrew Benintendi, he's going to be a downgrade from Teoscar Hernandez. But at the very least, he won't be as much of a downgrade as, like, you know, somebody else.
Whit Merrifield. Like, right now it's Whit Merrifield starting every day.
We can't have that. No, I'm not ready to walk in next year with that being, and and let's face it, guys, that's a short-term fix anyways. Like, what are we going to get? We're going to squeeze one more year out of him? Like, maybe.
But then our fourth outfielder is, like, Cavan Biggio and Bradley. Do we still have Bradley Zimmer? Because did he clear DFA waivers?
I don't know, man. I don't look at that guy.
I don't even. Oh God, I'm gonna look at our roster right now. Please.
Okay, well, you know what? I almost want to say that this would take the Mets out of the running for Rodon, but I don't even know if I can say that.
How could you possibly say
the Mets might not be done. Like,
oh my God, dude.
Shout out to all of our new subscribers, everyone, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Breaking news, the Mets just signed Brandon Nimmo to an 8-year, $162 million. And They got an
David
awesome
Robertson.
reliever.
What the hell, bro?
In David Robertson on a 1-year, what I would consider to be a pretty nice deal, $10 million contract for David Robertson.
Dude.
The Mets are not metting anymore. The new definition of metting is not being bad.
Metting is pouring out your wallet.
Literally, like, just like burning
up the
bank account and just unloading the Brinks trucks. That's the new definition of metting, everybody. And they are doing it to perfection this offseason. They are absolutely killing it at metting right now. Shout out to the Donos. I'm sorry if we missed them.
Williard,
guys.
what's up? Raul again. Williard saying,
Fs.
hey, bro. FF's in the chat, for fuck's sake.
Fs. Yeah. Oh my God! And can you imagine if Carlos Rodon signs to New York Yankees? Oh my God!
Screw it,
like,
man.
actually, guys, that's when I'm really considering.
Oh
like,
my God!
can I just be a Dodgers fan?
Literally,
Like,
this
why?
is it. This is it. There's nothing here, guys. I just looked at Blue Jays trending, and yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we're expecting right now. Just a bunch of cold feet, bunch of nothing. All right, here are our free agent options now, folks. For the here we go. Look, it's Benintendi. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Michael Brantley is okay for a year. He's not a permanent solution, obviously. He's a lefty with experience. Okay, let's go through it.
Shout out to Rick Bannett very quickly for the donation.
Yeah,
here.
shout out Rick
Phillies
Bannett.
fan here. Nimmo is a Phillies killer.
That's what we needed in the World Series.
Well, he's
we
back.
needed it.
He's back in the Mets now, dude. So I'm sorry about that. Phillies is my second team, so shout out, dude. You guys are gonna do really well.
All right, let's go through it, folks. Everybody in the chat, you comment what you want. Michael Brantley, I'll take him.
Like, sure.
At this point, I'll take him. Will Myers, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
AJ Pollock, I'm gonna say no. Joey Gallo, big no for me.
No, I don't want that.
Adam Duvall, no. Kevin Kiermaier,
I don't want that.
I don't want it, but he's basically like another Bradley Zimmer. Yeah. Benintendi's the only one.
Yes.
You know what? I will actually take David Peralta, a lefty. Okay, wait.
Like, we're picking through the garbage now.
We got the garbage
we're
now, folks.
We're picking through the garbage, everybody.
Like, look, I would take an above average bat lefty.
But look, dude.
That's it, man. Better than Tapia.
The only person I can now get excited about. Okay, I gotta ask this question right here. I gotta ask this question. Can we flip over to us for 1 second while I ask this question? Okay, asking this question, everybody. I don't like. Maybe this is too out of left field right here. Maybe this is just the emotion speaking. Is there any possibility that Dansby Swanson?
No, we're not getting Dansby Swanson.
Why?
It's just not possible.
Why is it not possible?
He's a shortstop.
Bo's outfield now.
No, he's not.
Bo's outfield.
No, you're. It's the emotions. You can't get Dansby Swanson. We cannot get Dansby Swanson.
That's the only other. Like, it's Dansby Swanson and it's Benintendi. Those are the only two bats I'm excited about.
No, it's just. Forget about Dansby Swanson. If Dansby Swanson happens, I don't even know. I'd shit my pants on live stream. I would just shit my pants on. I'd shit my pants right here.
Correa?
No, we're not getting Correa.
Correa?
No, yeah, literally, Dansby's going for 200. I don't want Dansby. Okay, I want Dansby Swanson.
I don't think he's going for 200 though. He's not going for 200. He might. I think honestly, Dansby Swanson probably a very similar deal to Brandon Nimmo.
Oh my God.
Like, probably a super similar deal to Brandon Nimmo.
Okay. Well.
Okay, you know, because there's Mets fans in here, let's quickly just take a quick look at what the Mets, like their lineup and all that shit is gonna look like. Not that I want to look at this garbage. You're just gonna put me through pain, Mets fans. I'm doing this because. I don't even know. I'm doing it for the content.
Yeah. That's it. Well, this is an update. Oh, wait, no. Well, because they already had him. But, I mean, the lineup's basically the same thing.
The lineup is the exact same. And now they have, instead of Jacob deGrom and instead of Chris Bassett,
it's Justin Verlander, Quintana. Yeah. No, they're good.
See, the thing was, the Mets were at a turning point, right? The Mets were at a place where it's like they could be bad. They could be bad after this year.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be. They're going to be great again. And the thing is, I'd love to look at this, and I'd love to be like, oh, well, JV's going to get older, and Scherzer's going to get older.
They're going to be great.
But the problem is, they're just going to keep buying people.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep... Wait, scroll up for a sec.
What
is that?
Oh, this was just like... This was ranked earlier today. Average second baseman. Oh, and look at Wardy. And look, they're still in on Kodai Senga. They're going to take another one away from us. They're going to take another one. I guarantee it.
Dude, if they're out on Maybe that's what we need now.
Kodai Senga?
Maybe that's the guy.
Dude, you know what we gotta do? We gotta double down pitching. We gotta go Senga, we gotta go Rodon, we gotta get Syndergaard. Like, that's what we gotta get, man.
Yeah.
We gotta double down, triple down.
This is how we save the offseason.
We gotta go hard pitching.
Dude, honestly, man, like, this is how we decide our podcast, guys. Like, I think that's gotta be the next podcast is how do the Blue Jays save the offseason? How do we save this fucking
because here's the thing. Look, we've said it all the time. Look, everyone's focused on the outfield, the outfield, left field bat, left bat, whatever. Like, okay, we downgrade in hitting. Okay, that sucks. But our hitting's already top tier. So, like, okay, we go down to, like, top 7, right? Top 7. Oh, but if we go hard on the pitching, we got a bullpen guy. We go get Rodon. We go get Senga. We get another bullpen guy. Damn, now our pitching's top 8. Oh, my God. If our pitching was top 8, oh, I would shit my pants again. I would shit my pants. Now,
poo everywhere.
Poo is just splattered all over this apartment. I would actually be cool with that. I'd be so cool with that, man. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and honestly, like, okay, this is the ceiling. The ceiling of the ceiling. At this point, our ceiling is lowered, but the ceiling of the ceiling is somehow we trade for Brian Reynolds and we also get Carlos Rodon. That's the ceiling of ceilings.
That's the ceiling of ceilings.
Is it going to happen? I obviously don't think so. That's the ceiling of ceilings. Floor of floors is, we don't do anything and we give like $100 million to Yusei Kikuchi just cuz. That's not going to happen either. That's not going to happen either.
They're like, they're freaking out. They're like, I don't know what to do. Kikuchi, you want to get paid more? I'm blacking out. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I got drunk last night. I called Kikuchi. I was like, why aren't you better? He's like, $100 million would make me better. Ross, I'll do it.
I don't even know what this means for us anymore.
I don't know,
I actually don't even know what this means, guys. Blue Jays today, do you really want Brandon Nimmo until he's 38, paying him $20 million a year? Like, yes.
Yeah.
I actually do, kind of.
Yeah, I kind of do.
You know?
I kind of do, bro.
I kind of want that. Like, I don't think it's a bad deal.
No.
I don't think it's a bad deal.
Shout out to... This is funny. His emblem is a Blue Jays logo. It says, shout out Burn It Down, 345, saying, I'm sad right now. Maybe your name is reminiscent of how you're feeling right now. Burn it down.
Yeah. Okay, so... It's rough goings right now for the Toronto Blue Jays.
We're saying a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Tio is loving this." I don't know. I feel like he's not petty. He's not petty.
I think Tio's great. I think that though, like, it is definitely this is not good. This is bad for the Blue Jays.
Yo, we can sign Jerickson Profar. That'd be cool.
Like. Sure, like that'd be okay, fine. But like this is where we're at now. Like we gotta shift our thinking.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, and to save ourselves some pain, guys. Like I'm gonna be honest, save yourself some pain.
Yeah, that hurt, bro. Seeing that Nimmo signing hurt.
Yeah, that hurt me as well. Save yourself some pain and start accepting the fact that we're probably gonna be a bit worse going into the next year.
Yeah, in our outfield. Our outfield's not gonna be looking as nice.
But because at this point, as a team standpoint, we've lost a Silver Slugger hitter, and we've lost a really good pitcher.
Stripling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still think we're probably gonna bring in another pitcher.
We should. At least Ross would be lying.
But I don't think we're gonna be able to get back that Silver Slugger. So I think that let's just face this. Walking in, so many things are gonna change with the players that we already have. But walking in on opening day, I think a lot of analysts, even myself included, might say that this roster on paper doesn't look as good as the one that did before. We need to come to terms with that. If something changes, I'm gonna be overjoyed.
Yeah. How we get better, first we need to sign a pitcher. Like a serviceable middle of the rotation pitcher. That's my expectation, at least, to meet us back to where we were last year, depending on how you qualify the whole Tio trade. It gets better if you bring Rodon. Yes. If you just sign Rodon, I think the roster gets a little bit better. If you can bring back a middle pitcher, like a Stripling, and you add on like a depth piece, like
there's still ways to save this offseason.
There's a way.
There's definitely still ways to do it, but at this point, and I think now is time to press the panic button. We made a podcast about it yesterday. 24 hours later, it's now time to press the panic button because there is no more room for error, right? If Carlos Rodon goes to somewhere else, panic. If Brian Reynolds gets traded to the Yankees, panic. You know, like there's no more room for screwing around here, guys. Like we need to be in on. And you know what I'm really upset about is the fact that we've apparently been in on all these guys.
Yeah, we've been on all these and going hard.
Yeah.
Where is this your definition of going hard?
Yeah.
Ross Atkins, where you cannot beat that deal? You couldn't beat that deal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He couldn't beat that deal.
So like, what do we want then? What are we saving? What are we doing?
Like, maybe was it the length? Was it the length? Was that? Are we afraid to commit to people long term? Is that the thing?
I don't know.
Because look, the average annual value is great, but are we offering 6 years a little bit more average annual value? And he's like, no, give me the longevity. Like, I don't understand. You know, I don't know.
Would a Vladdy extension save this offseason? It'd make it better.
It'd make it better.
Make it more
I would
palatable.
like that, yes.
Yeah, make it more palatable.
I'd like that. I think we do need to, but like, we're not even, that's not even a conversation right now. You know?
Which is why it's crap.
Yeah.
Which is why it's crap.
Shout out
to the donation right there. Jay still have the immortal Mitch White, and we're going to need to rely on him at this point, guys. Also, 480 people in here right now, guys. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, guys. Daily MLB content. We post all the time. We're trying to get to 11,000 subscribers.
Wow.
We'd love for you to join the community.
Wow.
Holy
I don't even know.
shit.
I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. I want a signing from the Blues. Wouldn't Brandon Nimmo be the domino that then falls, and then we can go do something else, or no? Like, we can't be that stupid where we only are in on Nimmo and no one else. Where's the other domino?
I don't know.
I don't know, folks. And look, if we were in on Nimmo and we had a lot of money committed to Nimmo, then would it make sense that, like, okay, well, now that money's saved, now let's pump a little bit more into like a high-end pitcher like Rodon? Wouldn't that make more sense? If money is not an issue, Ross, which you've said probably 1,000 times this offseason, then go get Carlos Rodon. Even though we're not, no rumors or anything. Shout out to Antonio.
Thank you to Antonio Cotto.
Like, what the hell, you know? Where is it? Everyone's saying they miss Teo. They hate this. Zimmer's the guy.
It's got to be Brian Reynolds, Jordan. It has to be, man. And that's the thing. If we actually did get Brian Reynolds, yeah, I'm so good.
We're good.
Because I like Brian Reynolds more than I like Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I'm so good with that. I'm so happy about it.
Wow.
But that's what it needs to be now.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to be. It needs to be that, or it needs to be Rodon. Or it needs to be Senga, Syndergaard, Benintendi. It's now we're looking at like multiple moves here. You know,
God, well, I don't know what to say here, folks.
I think that we need to go record a podcast, honestly, pretty soon here, guys, on how to save this freaking off season.
Yeah. All right, guys.
And with that being said, I think we're going to leave it here, guys. If you haven't already liked or subscribed to the channel, please do so. Tonight was a bust. We literally titled this Blue Jays Brandon Nimmo Watch.
And we watched him leave. We had him in our hands, in the grasp of our fucking palms.
Think about how stupid we're gonna look now, or like now.
We're not gonna cut.
We're not gonna cut it.
No, we gotta keep this all. Shut up,
I'm gonna look so dumb.
Dumb.
Look like an idiot.
You guys can watch it all back and look how dumb we are. Fucking dumbasses over here at Blue Jays Today. Subscribe and like to these dumbassery.
So stupid.
Guys,
thank you so much for watching.
And as always, guys,
go
Jays, go. Like, do I even believe in that statement anymore? Do I even believe in that? Show me why I should